The demonic Bible Thaumagus T. Cirxuse, Antichrist servant and disciple of the Dark Lord as revealed to him by his unholy guardian demon, the spirit is ill. Preface: if power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, then the omnipotent creator of heaven and earth must be the most evil son of a bitch who ever lived. Non-Christians, we are told, are damned to hell because they have not accepted Christ as their personal savior. Non-Catholics, we are told, are damned to hell because they have rejected GoToEuroTM's Holy Church. And Catholics, we are told, are damned to hell for bowing down to and worshipping graven images. The irony of organized religious thought is the damnation of all, regardless of belief or quality of life. It has often been said by scholars that devils are fallen gods, or deities men no longer worship. But then, are not gods simply devils men choose to worship? Could it be that Yahweh and Allah are simply more politically correct devils than Astaroth and Beelzebub? The followers of every religion have been condemned by others as devil worshippers at some time or another. In the tolerant social climate of today, the Christian still condemns the Jew still condemns the Muslim, and the Muslim still condemns the Christian. Each is willing to kill and commit heinous crimes in the name of his God. Would it not be more honest for man to admit that he is a worshipper of devils and a believer in fairy tales? It is with these thoughts in mind that the demonic Bible is written. Stop now at the horror of these words and cower in fear for your immortal soul, or read on and discover true and undefiled wisdom, for enlightenment speaks to the brave. The magical art in the course of a man EuroTM's life, there are moments of clarity and there are moments of darkness. At his mental peak, he experiences great clarity of thought and profound realization, and at his low, he experiences depression, anger, or melancholy. Drugs, chemicals, foods and lifestyle changes may affect his thought processes in various ways. Disregarding for the moment the objective existence of spirits or demons, ritual magic is a way to control the mind. Without the use of drugs or chemicals, the magician controls directly his level of conscious awareness. He experiences being awake mentally, a state which the mundane only experience after large amounts of coffee or other stimulants. The spirits or demons he calls upon exist within his subjective mind and respond to his invocations. As a magician progresses in the magical art, he gains control over his emotions and experiences more peaks than lows. The objective existence of spirits or demons does not need to be proven in order to show the effectiveness of magic. Parapsychologists have shown, through years of research and investigation which only the most cynical will deny, the definite existence of telepathy or mental communication. The human brain operates like a radio, receiving the brain waves broadcast by others of similar frequency. For this reason, telepathy is most common among close friends or family members. A magician may be seen, then, as someone who has converted the receiver of his brain into a transmitter. At first he may only be able to influence those who are on a similar frequency to his own, or will have to learn how to change frequency in order to influence those on different frequencies. But the more powerful his transmitter becomes, the more people he will be able to influence directly. The quickest and most direct route to the brain is through the optic nerve. Mental transmissions from the brain are sent through the optic nerve to the eyes and out through the eye cavities. This is the origin of the evil eye and fascination, as well as the expression, the eyes are the window to the soul. In the Middle Ages, witch hunters used to remove the eyes of witches so that they would not be able to look upon them and curse them. Once a magician has acquired control of his own mental states through ritual magic, and has converted the receiver in his brain into a transmitter, he is able to influence rather than be influenced. He may even feel contempt for those who are led around upon rash emotional whims without the slightest balance or direction. Many people carry around with them subconscious masochistic tendencies, causing them to do things which will bring pain or misery upon themselves. In magical terminology, this is called a curse. In its most severe form, the human mind becomes unbalanced, resulting in mental illness, paranoia, psychosis, or schizophrenia. Many people have cursed themselves or have been cursed by others, either intentionally or unintentionally. Wishing to place a curse on his enemy, an accomplished magician, someone who has mastered the mental states of his consciousness, may enter into a ritual chamber, enter into a waking state in which his mind is fully active, invoke a spirit of destruction, create the mental image of the spirit within his subjective mind, and command the spirit to go forth and destroy his enemy, send out the mental transmission of hate. It matters not whether spirits exist objectively or not. They are real to the magician who invokes them and to the victim who suffers the force of the mental transmission. If spirits or demons exist objectively, as actual intelligent beings, then one might think that they would have more important things to do than appear before the magic circle and serve the whims of mere mortals. One might also think that there would then be one correct tradition of magic and one true pantheon of deities. This is not at all the case. All systems of magic use similar techniques and work relatively the same. The fact that magic based on the worship of pagan gods has the same efficiency as magic based on the Judeo-Christian Kabbalah and Gnosticism shows that it is the techniques used and their effect upon the practitioner EuroTM's mind which accounts for magical powers and not the particular deities or spirits called upon. Many spirits are accredited with giving knowledge of arts and sciences. The Lesser Key of Solomon, a book of Gothic sorcery, lists 72 demons which Solomon allegedly bound inside the brazen vessel. This Kabbalistic tale has its origin in the Babylonian legend of the 72 lords of the jinn. The word demon comes from the Greek demon, an influencing spirit of intelligence. Jinn, or genie, is also the root of the word genius. Although the word genius is often used by the mundane, he who is called a genius is said to be under the influence of an intelligence demon, or genie. If demons do not exist objectively, only subjectively, then the question arises, how can we explain sudden knowledge acquired through contact with a spirit? Parapsychologists, in the study of telepathy, clairvoyance, and precognition, have only been able to prove the existence of telepathy. The reason for this is that, while there is a great deal of evidence concerning the precognition of future events, it can always be attributed to telepathic communication. The same is true of clairvoyance and clairaudience. The clairvoyant who sees the spirit of a woman, a EuroTM's dead grandfather, standing beside her does not see the actual spirit of the man but, instead, reads the mind of the woman and, from the image of the man in her mind, imagines him as a spirit. In dealing with the question of acquired knowledge, we may consider that all knowledge humankind has acquired resides in Somnia EuroTM's mind. Reading the mind of an unknown subject thousands of miles distant, the magician may acquire instant knowledge of various arts and sciences. This does not prove the objective existence of demons, only the ability of the human mind to become a powerful receiver and transmitter of telepathic signals. Unlike the mundane, who are influenced continuously by thoughts which are not their own, the magician may receive the information he desires without being controlled by the desires or aims of others. There is an interesting phenomenon which occurs in magic and which involves the creation of thought forms. The magician can create an image within his subjective mind and impose it upon the objective world so that it influences the subjective minds of all those individuals who come into contact with it. Objects may be charged with this magical energy and become charmed or cursed. Within a magical group or coven, a group consciousness develops and acts as if it were an individual entity. These thought forms are also responsible for buildings and locations assuming an aura, becoming sacred, holy, defiled, unholy, etc. Thought forms were used by Egyptian magicians to guard burial chambers and resulted in the deaths of archaeologists thousands of years later. This phenomena cannot be explained by telepathy but is rather a form of magnetism or mesmerism, concerning which much research has also been done. The question arises, if spirits or demons are invoked by the magician and exist within his subconscious mind, do they also assume an objective existence, as thought forms separate from the magician himself? Do gods and deities exist simply on account of man EuroTM's belief in and worship of them as such? If this is, in fact, the case, then the magician may use telepathic and vocal communication to communicate with, summon all manner of gods, angels, and demons as well as to control the minds of other men. Having given you a completely rational explanation for magic, I must now point out that magic will not work if it is approached from an intellectual perspective. The reason for this is that magical art is the domain of the right side of the brain, the part responsible for artistic talent, and not the left side of the brain, the part responsible for logic and reason. It is the subconscious mind, the irrational mind, the artistic mind with its dreams, fantasies, and intuitions which is responsible for the reception and transmission of these telepathic signals. Beneath the surface of man EuroTM's conscious mind is a world of fantasy and wonder to which the rational mind is an outcast. As long as the rational mind is excluded from the subconscious, it will question the existence or importance of anything involving the subconscious to which it is not a part. Hence, the skeptic will question the validity of magic even when he is influenced subconsciously by the will of others. Only he who would practice the magical art need believe in its power. The dynamic universe. In considering the true nature of God, one must first consider the nature of man and of the universe, for without understanding himself or the universe in which he lives, how can man approach an understanding of God? Each man possesses a consciousness independent of any other creature. He is aware of the separation between himself and the world around him. He experiences images, sounds, scents, tastes, and physical forms through what he perceives as his physical body. He also experiences thoughts, emotions, and other phenomena which do not manifest either visibly or audibly but which influence him nonetheless and which he perceives as coming from within his consciousness. From the earliest times, man has attempted to reconcile this condition of separation from the universe. Early man, in terror of the images and sounds which bombarded him from all directions and of the earth which seemed ready to swallow him once more as if the universe itself realized that it had made a terrible mistake, scared of this thing called life and yet equally scared of death, began to imagine hideous gods and demons all about him. These monsters which roared with anger and surely had the power to destroy him would have to be appeased or else death could be imminent. As man survived fire and flood, disease and famine, the anxiety he felt concerning his condition lessened. Man learned to live and even thrive in a hostile and evil world. Civilizations rose to power and raised up animistic deities as gods who now demanded worship and sacrifice in return for their beneficence and blessing. The threat was no longer against an individual man but against an entire society. To gain the favor of the gods, these deities had to be appeased or else famine, pestilence, or war might come upon a nation and destroy it. Ultimately, the priests of many of these gods decided that their particular deity was the true god, that all other gods were devils, and that the followers of other gods had been converted or destroyed. Egypt was decimated by the Assyrians as they attempted to eliminate the earlier religions. In the Middle East, the Hebrews went to war with the surrounding nations to annihilate them. Out of the cults of Baal and Osiris, Tiamat and Tammuz, Mithra and Zoroaster, rose a sacrificial god religion which would dominate Europe for centuries to come. The age of paganism had ended and the age of theocracy had begun. Long after the purpose of the gods they represented had passed, theocracies used their divine authority to wage religious wars against supposed infidels and persecutions of non-believers. Many people today have rejected the established religions of the past. This is natural when you consider that, while society has changed, the teachings and doctrines of these religions have not changed in over 1,000 years. Many cannot reconcile the values and beliefs of society with the values and beliefs of the dominant religions within society. We are at a point in history where the dominant religions of the past will be displaced by religions whose values are in greater accordance with society Eurotm's values today. This is why many people have sought out new religions and have turned to Wicca and New Age philosophies or to alternative religious cults such as Yavina Eurotm's Gate and the Solar Temple. While cults devoted to New Age mysticism or white light magic and spirituality have had some success among those seeking for anything spiritual, due principally to Christianity Eurotm's impoverishment of the ego and starvation of the intellect, they are ultimately no more relevant to today Eurotm's society than the religions of the past. The world is searching for religion which embraces the scientific knowledge of today, recognizes the psychological nature of man, and perceives the potential of man to achieve far more than he has already, while holding to ethical beliefs and values held by society today, and possessing the willingness to change those values and beliefs in accordance with future changes in society. Despite some individuals who see in Satanism nothing more than anti-Christianity, a depraved religion of blasphemism or an expression for anti-social desires and impulses, the emphasis of Satanism on the ego and the intellect and its recognition of man Eurotm's ultimate potential has made it the one religion relevant in today Eurotm's society. But to return to the question at hand, what is the true nature of God? If, by God, one is referring not to a specific deity man has devised but to a controlling force or intellect within the universe, then it is clear to me that God, like the universe and everything within the universe, is in a continuous state of change and evolution. What I am suggesting is that God, like matter, energy, or consciousness, is dynamic not static. Descartes said, "I think therefore I am," but is this really true? In that which I perceive as my mind there is a continuous stream of thoughts which flows through me like a river. But am I my thoughts or am I the thing in which my thoughts manifest? Is the river the water which fills the river, or is the river the rock and dirt over which the water flows? Or is river simply a name I have given to that which I perceive from the visual image of water moving over rock and dirt? And yet, a river from one moment to the next is not the same river, for the water in the river is not composed of the same water particles, and a man is not the same from one moment to the next, since his thoughts and impressions change with each passing moment. If a man thinks for a moment that he has achieved enlightenment and understanding, the pool of thought he calls consciousness stagnates and, as a cess pool, breeds worms and stenches like a swamp. The science of today is the superstition of tomorrow and the genius of today the know-nothing of tomorrow, for as the universe evolves towards ever greater levels of consciousness the very concept of truth, enlightenment, or wisdom changes with it. I am not, but am becoming. The universe is not, but is becoming. And if I, who possess consciousness, am becoming, then the consciousness which guides and or controls the universe, from which my consciousness has its source, must also be becoming. The dialectic method of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis is the process by which the universal dynamic evolves. I am not my flesh nor my blood. I am not my brain nor my body. In realizing that the I am of my being is pure consciousness, I realize that I am God. I am the universe made manifest. And that which I call Lucifer, the embodiment of wisdom and enlightenment, is also changing, is also becoming. It is within me, it flows through me, it is what the I am of my being is. I am Lucifer. I am Satan. There is one thing common to all gods man has created. Every man-made god is static and unchanging. Yahweh resides in heaven, unchanging, unbending, the creator of the universe and all that it contains. Christ sits at the right hand of God ready to judge the living and the dead. Zeus resides in Mount Olympus holding aloft the lightning bolt, his symbol of divine power. The values of society and the structure of its institutions are defined as good. That which threatens society is defined as evil. The definitions of good or evil change from nation to nation and from century to century. God is defined by that which is static and unchanging. That which is dynamic, a potential threat to the status quo such as war, revolution, political unrest, or social upheaval, is represented by the devil. But, if the universe is dynamic not static and consciousness is not but is becoming, then the devil, Satan, more accurately reflects the true nature of God than Christ, Yahweh, or any other image of God which man has defined. The Sumerians believed the dragon of chaos, Tiamat, to be the mother of the gods. The gods brought order to chaos, but they were themselves the children of chaos and subject to its laws and conditions. The devil was not originally a rebel against the order of creation but the beginning and the end, the source of all creation. The dragon sleeps, we are told in the texts of old, but shall awaken. In the alchemical treatise, the Kybalion, it is said that the all is mind and the universe is mental. The modern physicist, in accordance with this principle of alchemy that matter and energy are mental phenomena and that everything vibrates, has stated that the electrons and protons within the atom are composed of waves with various charges and rates of vibration. The universe is not, but is becoming. God is not, but is becoming. When Lucifer has risen, when man has become God, then it shall be known that the eon of Lucifer has begun. Concerning Christianity, the earliest Christians approached Christianity as a philosophy compatible with other philosophical beliefs. The Gnostic Christians saw no conflict between the Christian religion and the mystery schools of Greece and Rome. Among the Celts, Christianity was adopted by the Druids and was practiced alongside the earlier pagan religion. The Greeks and Romans approached Christianity from an intellectual perspective. The scriptures were accepted within the context in which they had been written and were not interpreted as the literal word of God. The acceptance of Christianity as the official religion of Rome and creation of the Roman Catholic Church signaled the end of this intellectual Christianity and the start of a new authoritarian Christianity. In its rise to dominance, the Church proclaimed earlier pagan religions to be forms of devil worship and condemned millions of innocent men, women, and children to death. Varus Gnostic sects were among those executed. Intellectual freedom was suppressed and obedience to the Church was demanded. With the Age of Enlightenment and the eventual separation of Church and State, a new emotional Christianity took the place of the authoritarian Christianity. The new Christianity espoused faith in Jesus, the person, as the Savior of man and the Redeemer of the world. The Bible was accepted as the living Word of God by those claiming to be reborn in Christ. In emotional fervor, many Christians would take up serpents, speak in tongues, and witness miracles performed by faith healers. This is the Christianity we have been left with today, a religion of blind faith and superstition, intolerant of all others' faiths. Many have rejected Christianity today because of what they see as the utter ridiculousness of its ceremonies and the complete ignorance of its followers. There is much wisdom to be found in Christian scripture. However, if one has the time to read the many books which have been published in the Bible, one should bear in mind that many other holy books have been written which have not been included in the Bible and that, in addition to inspired writings like the Bible and the Quran, there is much wisdom to be found in the writings of the many philosophers throughout history. Only by accepting the Bible for what it is, a book written by men and not the living Word of God, can one approach a true understanding of these scriptures. Read from a satanic perspective. The Bible reveals itself as a history of Hebrew magicians and sorcerers. In a careful reading of the Bible, the prophets of the Old Testament are shown to be practitioners of the black arts, and Jesus Christ, in his stance against hypocrisy and self-righteousness, is revealed as a great satanic priest and black magician. To the inquiring mind, it is clear why the Magi of Persia, the wise men, were the first to acknowledge the birth of Christ. For through their magical art and the practice of astrology, they recognized him as a naturally born magician. The 18 lost years of his life were surely spent in the East studying the knowledge of the Magi. The practitioner of the black arts may be the truest Christian and he who would follow the dark path set out in this book, the truest apostle of Christ. The aeon of Lucifer to the true sorcerer: there is no good and no evil, there is only his will. This is the basis of Crowley-Eurotm's law of the Lema. Those who interpret Crowley-Eurotm's law, do what thou wilt as, do what you want, fail to understand that it is the magical will Crowley is referring to. What the sorcerer desires, or thinks that he desires, may not be the thing which his higher self has truly willed to occur. Expanding upon the law of the Lema, Michael Aquino conceptualized and proclaimed the W-word XEPER, by which the sorcerer may become and ultimately attain his true will, and the realization of his higher self. Without the Lema, Heper could never have been, for it is by the Lema that XEPER is possible. XEPER is the Egyptian word which means, to become. In this context, it means the achievement of only a Eurotm's higher self, what in Abramelin magic is called the knowledge and conversation of your holy guardian angel. Many, eon-strengthening words were also spoken during the Eon of Set. Magus Lewis conceptualized the cycle by which one became and declared it in the word remanifest. Magus Flowers conceptualized the unknown, the hidden, and declared it in the word Runa. As a traveler might walk 4 days and never reach the horizon, Runa is that horizon. As a traveler might walk 4 days only to find that everywhere he sleeps is here, not there, remanifest is here. XEPER is the process of becoming, Runa is the horizon of all that is unknown and beyond your understanding. Remanifest is here, the point at which you have manifested, and XEM is there, the place to which your higher self is guiding you. XEM may be any destination, but realizing that Eurotm's ultimate goal is to become God, XEM becomes Deus. Deus is the achievement of the power of a God. To become a God, you must realize that you are a God. It has been commonly believed that God created the universe. It is actually the universe which is creating God. Satan is a metaphor for man. The rise of Lucifer is the rise of man to his eventual destiny. The Eon of Lucifer did not destroy the Eon of Set, but augmented it. Set is the dynamic of the universe, the source consciousness which, through man, is creating God. The W-word of the Eon is Deus, for man has become God, Lucifer has risen, the dragon has awakened, the gates have been flung wide and the heavens have been conquered. The Ancient Ones rule once more. By your will alone, the genetic code of man has been altered. By the Lema and by XEPER, you are now Deus. A new race, a superior race, has been born. No longer shall you be called Homo sapien. You are now Homo Deus. No longer shall you be called man, for you have become God. You and your seed shall live immortal upon the earth, as gods upon the earth. The Eon of Lucifer has begun. Nations of the earth bow down before my chosen ones. Men of the earth bow down before my chosen ones. Kings of the earth bow down before my chosen ones. You, who have served me faithfully, shall take your place as gods upon the earth. Each eon represents a stage in the non-natural evolution of man. Deus could not have been proclaimed as an eon-enhancing word within the Eon of Set, since it changed this relationship between man and the universe. The Eon of Isis was a time when man lived in close harmony with the natural world, and the dominant religions involved the worship of nature, the pre-Christian pagan world. The Eon of Osiris, which followed it, was a time when men rejected the natural world, accepting self-denial and sacrifice of the flesh and body as the ideal. In the West, Christianity rose as a dominant religion during that time. The Eon of Osiris ended and the Eon of Horus began April 4, 1904, when Aleister Crowley, Magus of the Eon of Horus, uttered the W-word Lema, the Greek word for will. The will in this context was a magical will, for in the Eon of Horus man would no longer be bound by the death cults of the past. The Age of Satan began April 30, 1966, when Anton LaVey spoke the words indulgence instead of abstinence, thus breaking the power of Christianity over its followers. The Age of Satan, man was once again free to celebrate his carnal existence. The Eon of Set began June 21, 1975, when Michael Aquino, Magus of the Eon of Set, spoke the W-word XEPER. In the Eon of Set, man would seek to attain full realization of his higher self. The Eon of Lucifer began May 5, 2000 with the declaration of the word Aetus, an event coinciding with extensive research being conducted in genetic manipulation and increasing international cooperation between scientists on the Human Genome Project. In Aetus, man need no longer seek his higher self, for by the Lema and by Xeper he has attained it. Aetus depends upon the Lema and Xeper just as Xeper depends upon indulgence, the Lema and restriction. Man must pass through each preceding eon in order to reach the current eon. Aetus does not involve the dissolution of Man-Euro-TM's consciousness into universal consciousness. By dissolving his consciousness into the universal consciousness, he would be unable to act separately and distinctly upon the universe and would thus be unable to ever attain Aetus. Aetus does not represent the end of becoming or the end of Xeper and remanifest. To believe for a moment that he has reached the end of the road, that he has become a god, and that his journey is over, the sorcerer would be making a terrible mistake. The eon is itself becoming within the universe and the universe is itself expanding. By attaining Aetus, the sorcerer realizes that man is becoming a god and accepts his place as a god upon the earth. His consciousness expands to the limits of the current eon and he then continues to Xeper and remanifest in direct relationship to the universe. The sorcerer realizes that his consciousness and his will are a manifestation of the universal dynamic, which man calls Satan. Having attained Aetus, man becomes the very embodiment of Satan. The dragon, a second consciousness which contains the knowledge of his ultimate purpose, awakens. As man becomes the embodiment of Satan and rises to become a god, Lucifer arises, for the rise of Lucifer is a metaphor of Man-Euro-TM's ultimate purpose and direction. In Aetus, you see not only the limits of the current eon, but become aware of future eons which shall come into being as the universe evolves to ever greater levels of consciousness and man rises to his manifest destiny. The dynamic consciousness, the universe is not logical. Existence is not logical and life is not logical. How can something come out of nothing? If ever there was nothing, there should still be nothing. How can the universe be infinite? Why nothing can exist outside of the universe? How can time be eternal? Why nothing can exist outside of time? How can mass produce consciousness? If ever a man was not conscious, he should still be unconscious. The order of the universe suggests the existence of a god, but what created God? If energy cannot be created or destroyed, then there is a finite amount, but what created energy? The universe should not exist. Life should not exist. There is no logic. The universe is not reality, it is only a dream. Consciousness alone exists. A single consciousness alone exists, isolated in a void of nothingness. There is no God. There is no other consciousness besides that of the One. It sleeps. It dreams. As it awakens from one dream, another dream begins. There is no reality for it to awake to. There is nothing outside of consciousness. The universe seems real to the characters in the dream, but what they perceive as self does not exist. The consciousness of the many are the consciousness of the One. The lives of the many are the dreams of the One. Deep within every man this knowledge resides. This is why man sees himself in others. What he hates in others is what he hates most in himself. What he fears in others is what he fears most in himself. What he loves in others is what he most wants to possess himself. How he treats his fellow man is a reflection of his true feelings towards his individual consciousness. Those who worship God are fools, for they deny the reality of the One which exists within them. Those who fear God are frightened of shadows, for there is nothing beyond consciousness. Descartes said, "I think therefore I am." But what is thought? Why should man give more credit to the pound of organic matter he calls his brain than he does to rock or dirt? Can matter or energy produce consciousness? Can nerve cells within the brain think any more than stones upon the ground? If this were true, then man would be nothing more than a robot following out his programming as designed by nature. That which decays and rots in the ground is not the source of consciousness. Consciousness animates the material but is not governed by it. The source consciousness is all that exists. The One is all that is real. A Man-Euro-TM's life is a river, but what is a river? Is it the water which flows over rock and dirt, changing from moment to moment, or is it the riverbed over which the water flow, which changes also but over a much longer period of time? If the water is diverted, the river dries up and a new river is formed. Can that which never existed die? Can it spend eternity in bliss or in torment? Can it be reincarnated in another form? It cannot be said to die if it never existed. Only the consciousness which enlivened it exists. When consciousness is cut off by the end of flesh, it is diverted elsewhere, creating new life. There is only consciousness, and it is without end. The mystic says, deny the ego, surrender yourself to the universal consciousness. This is folly, for by rejecting only a Euro-TM's own consciousness, the universal consciousness which animates the individual is also rejected. If I am God made manifest, then my thoughts are the thoughts of a god, and my actions are the actions of a god. My desires are the desires of a god, and my will is the will of a god. If I am good or I am evil, then I am a god of goodness or a god of wickedness. The sadomasochistic nature of the dynamic consciousness becomes evident as one considers that the source consciousness which animates all things manifests as both predator and prey. Whatever is within Oneirotium's nature to do is within the nature of God to carry out. As Aleister Crowley wrote, "Every man and every woman is a star. There is no sin in any action which is in accordance with Oneirotium's will and desire. Every soul is a manifestation of the one which is divided for love Eurotium's sake and for the pleasure and pain of unique existence. The life of an individual is of no consequence. The source consciousness alone exists, experiencing the pleasure and torment of each life." The Demonic Bible. The Demonic Bible is written upon parchment made from human flesh and ink made from human blood in a strange alien script, the language of the demons, dark gods from a time before the creation of man. This dark book contains the magic of the ancient ones. Many of its rituals involve human sacrifice, cannibalism, rape, and torture. The Demonic Bible has been revealed, at least in part, to those sorcerers and magicians throughout history who have walked the dark path. These magicians have translated passages from the Demonic Bible into various languages, often changing certain words in order to hide the true nature of the work. The Grimoire of Abramelin and the Meg, the Clavicula Salomonis, the Book of Shadows, and the Necronomicon are among the many books transcribed from the dread pages of the Demonic Bible. The Demonic Bible was shown to the magician John Dee. Dee translated 18 of the demonic keys from the strange demonic language in which the Demonic Bible is written. When Dee translated his keys from the Demonic Bible, he named them the Enochian keys. They are not, as is commonly believed, named for the Enoch who walked with God, but rather for Enoch, the son of Cain. Cain was the first man to perform the rituals of the Demonic Bible, and he murdered his brother as a sacrifice to the ancient ones. His son, Enoch, was given to the serpent from birth. This demonic language revealed to Dee during his scrying experiments is written in an ancient script which has been passed down for centuries by practitioners of the black arts, many of them unaware of its origins. This script has been called by various names, but is most commonly known today as the Banned script or the Witch-Eurotium's alphabet. The formulas in this book were revealed to me in part by my unholy guardian demon, the spirit Azael, and also in part by Astaroth, Asmodeus, Moloch, and Beelzebub. This book includes many of the formulas given in the Demonic Bible but is not the entire Demonic Bible, the unholy book being thousands of pages in length in its entirety. When originally revealed to me by the spirit Azael, this work included only the crossing of 4 gates, corresponding with the 4 princes of hell, and an extraneous book dealing with the invocation of the dead. I performed the rituals and experienced the crossing of the gates within extremely vivid and symbolic dreams. Since then the spirits have revealed additional rituals to me. This book has been a work in progress. It has evolved over the last 10 years as I have progressed along the dark path. Rituals which enhanced the work have been added while rituals which did not have any noticeable benefit have been discarded. Having performed the rituals in this book countless times, I have been able to perfect the formula whereby the magician may attain knowledge and power beyond description. Rituals dealing with the invocation of spirits of the dead and resurrection of corpses as well as magical seals, charms, and spells have been omitted from this book in order to avoid such things being used foolishly by those who have no interest in magic beyond the acquisition of wealth and the satisfaction of vain ambitions. If you desire it, the spirits will reveal to you all manner of sorceries whereby you may attain that which you desire. This book provides the key to crossing the gates of hell and becoming one with the forces of darkness. Rather than give you spells, charms, and seals for material benefit, this book provides you with the means to acquire these things yourself. Initial to performing these rituals, you must take a bath of purification, a bath in salt water. The reason for this is that salt is a universal purgant. Taking a bath in salt water will remove any psychic influence, either positive or negative. This will remove any curse or blessing and temporarily eliminate the presence of any spirit or demon. Fill your bath with hot water. Throw a cup of rock salt into the bath, and then enter into the water. Why you must submerge your entire body in the water to ensure that all psychic influence is removed from you. Once done, you will be in a neutral starting position from which to begin these rites. It is important that you only do this once, preliminary to performing these rites. If you take another bath of purification later, you will have to start the rituals over again. On the same day that you take a bath of purification, you must also wash the sheets and blankets from your bed, wash your clothes, and clean your ritual chamber and sleeping chamber. Quitting the bath, you must dry yourself with a clean towel and put on clean clothes. This initial process of consecration is in accordance with all of the ancient grimoires involving ceremonial magic or the invocation of spirits. Why you must avoid, however, the temptation of becoming fanatical at this point concerning cleanliness. According to the book of Leviticus, if you touch anything that is unclean, sit upon anything that is unclean, or eat anything that is unclean, you will become unclean. It is not absolute purity which is required, but simply a washing off of external vibrations which may negatively influence these rites. The question of whether or not anything is ever really clean is an interesting one to consider. The moment you step out of the bath, psychic influences will begin to attach themselves to you. If you are psychically attuned, you may be more aware than usual of these influences. Any guardian spirits or intelligentsia Eurotms you have acquired will be outside your bath awaiting your return. Why, you may ask, what then is the point of the bath of consecration? External influences may never be completely neutralized. However, many influences will be eliminated, including those unwanted influences which are prone to hinder the operation of your rituals. The bath also serves as a separation between your old life and new life. As a newborn infant emerges from the fluid of the womb to a new life, so will you emerge from the waters of Leviathan to be reborn in the image of Satan. These rites do not require an altar, sword, dagger, bell, gong, robe, wand, or any other ritual implement. Although not essential to these rites, you may choose to burn candles and incense. If this is done, only black candles should be used. Any dark or evil incense may be used in these rituals, but I recommend patchouli, graveyard dust. Why will require a piece of paper, a pen, and a plate on which to place the burning parchment on the night you burn the pact, giving your body, mind, and soul to Lucifer. Why will also require a bowl of water on the night you perform the baptism. This is unholy water. Why will further require a small jar of oil for your anointing on the night you receive your ordination. This is unholy anointing oil. Why you may use any glass or cup as a chalice. Why you may use any liquid as an elixir. I have often used coffee rather than liquor, since coffee is a stimulant which I found enhances the work more than alcohol. Why you may wear any clothing if you do not have a robe, although you may prefer to dress in black. Each ritual builds upon the previous rituals. Each alignment you make requires that previous alignments have been made. Each gate you cross requires that previous gates have been crossed. Why you must perform these rites in the order they are presented, and you must not perform them outside of the context in which they are here given. If you are an experienced sorcerer, you may choose to perform one ritual each night, i.e., renunciation and proclamation on the first night, Lord Eurotm's prayer backwards on the second night, pact giving body, mind, and soul on the third night, etc. If you are less experienced, you may find it more beneficial to spend an entire lunar month crossing each gate and forming each alignment. If you cannot perform a ritual on a particular night, then continue where you left off on the following night. This is not a ritual which is performed within a ritual chamber for a determined length of time, but rather a magical operation which will take months, even years, to complete. Why you may, therefore, choose to begin these rites on a night of special magical significance such as Walpurgisnacht, April 30th, or Halloween, October 31st. Or you may simply choose to begin around the full moon or the new moon. The rituals can take any form you choose. It is not essential to shut out all outside light sources unless you are prone to distraction. Why you may adapt the rituals to your liking, but they must be committed to memory. For this reason, I have left the invocations simple and repetitive. Why will have no problem memorizing the invocations and can easily add your own embellishments when you enter the ritual chamber. The following is an example ritual working which a novice practitioner may wish to employ. Set myself apart to the Dark Lord. Become celibate, abstain from drugs and alcohol, eat less. Study the occult every day, perform ritual every night, beginning 3 nights before the full moon. Day 1. Shave my head, take bath of purification in salt water. Day 2, recite renunciation and proclamation 3 times. Day 3, recite Lord Eurotm's prayer backwards 3 times. Night of the full moon, burn pact giving body, mind, and soul to Lucifer. Beginning on the night of the full moon, first lunar month, invoke the unholy Trinity. Second lunar month, invoke the 9 lords of the Abyss. 3 street lunar month, invoke my unholy Guardian demon. 4 ND lunar month, invoke Satan, the south, fire. 5 road lunar month, invoke Lucifer, the east, air. 6th lunar month, invoke Belial, the north, earth. 7th lunar month, invoke Leviathan, the west, water. 8th lunar month, perform ritual to become the devil incarnate. 9th lunar month, invoke Paimon, open the first lock of the abyss. Etc. Nightly ritual. 1. Dress for ritual and make any preliminary preparations. 2. Enter ritual chamber, shut out all outside light sources. 3. Light candle S. 4. Light incense. Place incense in incense burner. 5. Wait a few minutes, allow the incense to fill the room, meditate upon intent of ritual. 6. Recite preliminary statement, I have crossed the gates of hell, etc. 7. Recite incantation 3 or more times, until satisfied that the alignment has been formed. 8. Drink from chalice as a sign of communion with the forces of darkness. 9. Extinguish candles. Allow light to once again enter the ritual chamber. In the performance of these rites you shall set yourself apart to the forces of darkness, consecrate your body as a temple to the Dark Lord, cross the gates of hell, and become one with the forces of darkness. This differs from all other systems of magic involving the invocation of spirits. White magicians stand inside protective pentagrams wearing protective amulets to shield themselves from the forces they call upon. In the Satanic Bible, Anton LaVey mocked the hypocrisy of those who attempted to protect themselves from the forces they called upon for aid. Satanic priests have known for many years that the forces of darkness could be invoked, or more correctly, evoked into the sorcerer UROTM's body, but rituals of this type have never been made available to the aspiring witch or wizard because of the inherent danger in such rituals. In other rituals, demons are invoked as external forces, friendly, perhaps, but external to the magician, which may be directed and controlled by the Satanist. Many less experienced practitioners still fear these forces which they call upon as something alien to themselves and evil. The adept practitioner realizes that these forces are not external, existing within the objective universe, but internal, existing within the sorcerer UROTM's subjective mind. What will become apparent to the practitioner of these rites is that Satan, Lucifer, Belial, and Leviathan are aspects of the human psyche, archetypes which exist within the subconscious and subrational mind, not external beings which can in any way influence the magician to good or evil ends. The objective of this system of magic is not to invoke Satan to physical appearance, for that would be mere hallucination, but rather to become Satan, or to actualize that aspect of the psyche which is called Satan, not to invoke Lucifer but to become Lucifer. Not to invoke Belial but to become Belial, not to invoke Leviathan but to become Leviathan. The purpose of these invocations is to achieve power, knowledge, and enlightenment by activating those parts of the brain which have been called the forces of darkness. Scientists realize that the average human being uses less than 10% of his brain. If a grimoire such as the Gotye of Solomon or the Grand Grimoire says that the spirit Dantalion will declare the secrets of all arts and sciences, then by stimulating the area of brain called Dantalion you will understand things previously unknown to you. Just as many animals pass their knowledge and experience to their offspring through their genetic code, human beings have the ability to access genetically transmitted knowledge. If a grimoire says that the spirit Seir will provide true revelations of things stolen or lost, then by invoking the spirit Seir an area of the brain largely responsible for psychic ability will be stimulated in the sorcerer and he will experience prophetic dreams. If a grimoire says that the spirit Citri inflameth the love of women, then the invocation of the spirit called Citri will stimulate an area of the brain responsible for personal magnetism and charisma, making the sorcerer more attractive to members of the opposite sex. Rituals from other systems of magic may be incorporated into the demonic Bible. However, the rituals of the demonic Bible may not be performed within another system of magic or within a group whose members have not all performed these rites and advanced to the same level. The reason for this is that the rituals of the demonic Bible have a profound psychological effect upon the psyche. Improper use of these rituals could cause demonic possession, mental illness or abnormal psychological states. Proceed cautiously through these rites, taking each step in turn. If you are unsure that you have successfully formed an alignment or crossed a gate, then continue to perform the same ritual until you are confident that you are ready to proceed to the following ritual. Do not be alarmed if you have extremely vivid and horrific dreams, or experience lucid dreaming unless you begin to have recurring nightmares. It is not uncommon to have nightmares when you first begin these rites, as your subconscious mind reacts with horror to the evil it is witnessing. These dreams should be cathartic and act merely to purge the subconscious mind of any inherited guilts and inhibitions. Recurring nightmares, however, are a sign of deeply held fears and anxieties which could, through continued ritual activity, evolve into some form of neurosis. Renunciation and proclamation. Recite 3 times. I renounce God. I renounce Jesus. I renounce the angels and archangels. I renounce the Holy Catholic Church. I renounce all that is holy and all that is good. I renounce all gods, and I proclaim that Satan Lucifer is Lord of this world. I proclaim that Satan Lucifer is God of the earth. I proclaim that Satan Lucifer is my master. Drink from chalice. Notes. The renunciation of the Holy Catholic Church is not meant as a validation of its claim to apostolic succession as the true Church of God, but rather as a statement of contempt for an organization which has allowed the deaths of millions of innocent people. The renunciation of all that is holy and all that is good is not a denial of personal ethics you may hold or of social laws and values, but rather denial of moral codes imposed upon man by Church of State. Lord Euro TM's prayer backwards. Recite 3 times. Nema. Levi morph surival tubnawishe 8 mitudni tansadil suchega sapsert athyeth vigrofi uza sizapsert ruasavigrof. Derbalade rua yedzit savigneveni sizathrani nutibli ith mukmad ngik ith mainith ibvulaneveni tra chi rua. Drink from chalice pact giving body, mind, and soul, write upon parchment, recite 3 times, then burn. I give my body to Lucifer. I give my mind to Lucifer. I give my soul to Lucifer. My flesh is his flesh. My blood is his blood. Drink from chalice then say, Lucifer accept this, my sacrifice. Consecration of body in the name of Satan and Lucifer. I bless and consecrate these feet in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these legs in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these genitals in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this penis in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this abdomen in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this chest in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these buttocks in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this back in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these hands in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these arms in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these shoulders in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this neck in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these eyes in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this nose in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this mouth in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these ears in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate these cheeks in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this chin in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this forehead in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this face in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this head in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this body in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this body as a temple to the Dark Lord. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this temple in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. I set myself apart to the Dark Lord and to the forces of darkness. Repeat 3 times. I bless and consecrate this body in the name of Satan and in the name of Lucifer. Repeat 3 times. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the unholy Trinity. Unholy Trinity of hell, I invoke thee. Unholy Trinity of hell, I summon thee. Unholy Trinity of hell, I conjure thee. Come forth, unholy Trinity of hell, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, unholy Trinity of hell, and manifest thyself. Fill me with the unholy Spirit. Come forth, unholy Trinity of hell, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the unholy Spirit. Unholy Spirit, I invoke thee. Unholy Spirit, I summon thee. Unholy Spirit, I conjure thee. Come forth, unholy Spirit, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, unholy Spirit, and manifest thyself. Come forth, unholy Spirit, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the 9 Lords of the Abyss. The 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, I invoke thee. The 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, I summon thee. The 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, I conjure thee. Come forth, 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, and manifest thyselves within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, and manifest thyselves. Send unto me my unholy guardian demon, and come forth, 9 Great Lords of the Abyss, and manifest thyselves. Drink from chalice. Invocation of our unholy guardian demon. My unholy guardian demon, I invoke thee. My unholy guardian demon, I summon thee. My unholy guardian demon, I conjure thee. Come forth, my unholy guardian demon, and manifest thyself W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, my unholy guardian demon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, my unholy guardian demon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Crossing the gates of hell. Invocation of Satan. To the south I call, and into the flames of hell. Satan, I invoke thee. Satan, I summon thee. Satan, I conjure thee. Come forth, Satan, and manifest thyself W within this body, within this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Satan, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Satan, and manifest thyself. Open wide the gates of hell that I may cross and become like you. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Come forth, Satan, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Satan, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Lucifer. To the east I call, and into the air of enlightenment. Lucifer, I invoke thee. Lucifer, I summon thee. Lucifer, I conjure thee. Come forth, Lucifer, and manifest thyself W within this body, within this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Lucifer, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Lucifer, and manifest thyself. Open wide the gates of hell that I may cross and become like you. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Come forth, Lucifer, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Lucifer, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Belial. To the north I call, and to the depths of the earth. Belial, I invoke thee. Belial, I summon thee. Belial, I conjure thee. Come forth, Belial, and manifest thyself W within this body, within this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Belial, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Belial, and manifest thyself. Open wide the gates of hell that I may cross and become like you. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Come forth, Belial, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Belial, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Leviathan. To the west I call, and to the depths of the sea. Leviathan, I invoke thee. Leviathan, I summon thee. Leviathan, I conjure thee. Come forth, Leviathan, and manifest thyself W within this body, within this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Leviathan, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Leviathan, and manifest thyself. Open wide the gates of hell that I may cross and become like you. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Come forth, Leviathan, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Leviathan, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Ritual to become the devil incarnate. I am Satan. I am Lucifer. I am the devil incarnate. I am Belial. I am Leviathan. I am the devil incarnate. I am the south. I am the east. I am the devil incarnate. I am the north. I am the west. I am the devil incarnate. I am in fire. I am in air. I am the devil incarnate. I am on earth. I am in water. I am the devil incarnate. I am Satan. I am Lucifer. I am the devil incarnate. I am Belial. I am Leviathan. I am the devil incarnate. I am the devil incarnate. Drink from chalice. Opening the 9 locks of the abyss. Initial statement. I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan. I am Lucifer. I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. W within my hand I hold the keys to the locks of the abyss. I shall now open the 9 locks of the abyss by calling upon the 9 great lords of the abyss. I shall now open the 9 locks of the abyss by calling upon the 9 great lords of the abyss. Invocation of Paimon. Paimon, I invoke thee. Paimon, I summon thee. Paimon, I conjure thee. Come forth, Paimon, and manifest thyself W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Paimon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Paimon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Then say, the first lock is open. Invocation of Amamen. Amamen, I invoke thee. Amamen, I summon thee. Amamen, I conjure thee. Come forth, Amamen, and manifest thyself W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Amamen, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Amamen, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Then say, the second lock is open. Invocation of Asmodeus. Asmodeus, I invoke thee. Asmodeus, I summon thee. Asmodeus, I conjure thee. Come forth, Asmodeus, and manifest thyself W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Asmodeus, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Asmodeus, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Then say, the third lock is open. Invocation of Beelzebub. Beelzebub, I invoke thee. Beelzebub, I summon thee. Beelzebub, I conjure thee. Come forth, Beelzebub, and manifest thyself W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Beelzebub, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Beelzebub, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the fourth lock is open. Invocation of Astaroth. Astaroth, I invoke thee. Astaroth, I summon thee. Astaroth, I conjure thee. Come forth, Astaroth, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Astaroth, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Astaroth, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the fifth lock is open. Invocation of Oriens. Oriens, I invoke thee. Oriens, I summon thee. Oriens, I conjure thee. Come forth, Oriens, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Oriens, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Oriens, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the sixth lock is open. Invocation of Magat. Magat, I invoke thee. Magat, I summon thee. Magat, I conjure thee. Come forth, Magat, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Magat, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Magat, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the seventh lock is open. Invocation of Dagon. Dagon, I invoke thee. Dagon, I summon thee. Dagon, I conjure thee. Come forth, Dagon, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Dagon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Dagon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the eighth lock is open. Invocation of Moloch. Moloch, I invoke thee. Moloch, I summon thee. Moloch, I conjure thee. Come forth, Moloch, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Moloch, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Moloch, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice and say, the ninth lock is open. Final statement. I have opened the 9 locks of the abyss. The abyss is open beneath me. The abyss is open around me. The abyss is open within me. The abyss is open within me. I have opened the 9 locks of the abyss. The abyss is open within me. Invocation of the beast. Into the abyss I call. To the depths of hell I call. To the beast of revelation I call. Beast of revelation, I invoke thee. Beast of revelation, I summon thee. Beast of revelation, I conjure thee. Come forth, beast of revelation, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, beast of revelation, and manifest thyself. Place thy mark upon me. Come forth, beast of revelation, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, beast of revelation, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the horror of Babylon. Into the abyss I call, to the depths of hell I call, to the horror of Babylon I call. Roar of Babylon, I invoke thee. Roar of Babylon, I summon thee. Roar of Babylon, I conjure thee. Come forth, roar of Babylon, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, roar of Babylon, and manifest thyself. Ride upon me as you do upon the beast. Come forth, roar of Babylon, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, roar of Babylon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the dragon currents. And into the abyss I call, to the depths of hell I call, to the dragon currents and I call. Choronzon, I invoke thee. Choronzon, I summon thee. Choronzon, I conjure thee. Come forth, Choronzon, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Choronzon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Choronzon, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, Choronzon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of the Antichrist. Into the abyss I call, to the depths of hell I call, to the Antichrist I call. Antichrist, I invoke thee. Antichrist, I summon thee. Antichrist, I conjure thee. Come forth, Antichrist, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Antichrist, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Antichrist, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, Antichrist, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Dracula. Ritual to become a vampire. Dracula, I invoke thee. Dracula, I summon thee. Dracula, I conjure thee. Come forth, Dracula, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Dracula, and manifest thyself. Drink of my blood that I may become like you, that I may become one of the undead, one with the forces of darkness. Come forth, Dracula, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, Dracula, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of lycanthrope. Ritual to become a werewolf. Lycanthrope, I invoke thee. Lycanthrope, I summon thee. Lycanthrope, I conjure thee. Come forth, lycanthrope, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, lycanthrope, and manifest thyself. Eat of my flesh that I may become like you, that I may become one of the undead, one with the forces of darkness. Come forth, lycanthrope, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, lycanthrope, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Mormo. Ritual to become a ghoul. Mormo, I invoke thee. Mormo, I summon thee. Mormo, I conjure thee. Come forth, Mormo, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Mormo, and manifest thyself. Drink of my blood and eat of my flesh that I may become like you, that I may become one of the undead, one with the forces of darkness. Come forth, Mormo, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, Mormo, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Legion. Ritual to become demonically possessed. Legion, I invoke thee. Legion, I summon thee. Legion, I conjure thee. Come forth, Legion, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Legion, and manifest thyself. Enter into this body that I may become like you, that I may become one with the forces of darkness. Come forth, Legion, and manifest thyself. For I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. Come forth, Legion, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Death and resurrection. Baptism. I give myself as a sacrifice upon the altar of Satan. Repeat 3 times. I descend into the underworld, crossing the river Styx. I enter the underworld. Repeat 3 times. Dip forefinger of left hand in unholy water, draw upside down cross upon forehead, then say, I am baptized in the river Styx and in the flames of hell. Repeat 3 times. Invocation of the Lord of the Underworld. I call upon the Lord of the Underworld, the Lord of the Dead, Pluto, Hades, Anubis, Samhain, Cutha, Lord of the Underworld, Lord of the Dead, come forth and manifest thyself. Lord of the Underworld, I invoke thee. Lord of the Underworld, I summon thee. Lord of the Underworld, I conjure thee. Come forth, Lord of the Underworld, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Lord of the Underworld, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Lord of the Underworld, and manifest thyself. Invocation of the Queen of the Underworld. I have called upon the Lord of the Underworld, the Lord of the Dead, and by calling upon the Lord of the Underworld I have become the Lord of the Underworld. I am Pluto, I am Hades, I am Anubis, I am Samhain, I am Cutha. I sit upon the throne of the underworld as Lord of the Underworld and Lord of the Dead. I take the Queen of the Underworld, the Queen of the Dead as my wife and as my lover. Hela, Persephone, Proserpine, Ereshkigal, Queen of the Underworld, Queen of the Dead, come forth and manifest thyself. Queen of the Underworld, I invoke thee. Queen of the Underworld, I summon thee. Queen of the Underworld, I conjure thee. Come forth, Queen of the Underworld, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Queen of the Underworld, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Queen of the Underworld, and manifest thyself. Attach thyself unto me as my wife and as my lover. Take me as thy husband and lover. Come forth, Queen of the Underworld, and manifest thyself. Notes: the female practitioner should adapt these rituals so that she becomes the Queen of the Underworld, the Queen of the Dead, and takes the Lord of the Underworld as her husband and lover. In either case, the ritual will be followed by a consummation of the marriage. To experience sexual union with non-physical entities, you need only lie on your back in your bed with your arms at your side. Why you should be in a position in which you are completely relaxed and comfortable, since you will have to remain in the exact position for several hours without moving. After 10 to 15 minutes without moving, you will begin to feel the touch of non-visible hands. Why you will find that you are able to communicate with the non-physical entities in your mind. As you have intercourse with these beings, you may experience the feeling that you are rocking or moving within your body. This is a form of meditation, and the feeling of moving out of your body, taken to the extreme of astral and physical separation, is commonly called astral projection. Ordination. I have given myself as a sacrifice upon the altar of Satan. I have descended into the underworld, crossing the river Styx. I have been baptized in the river Styx and in the flames of hell. I have called upon the Lord of the underworld, the Lord of the dead, and in calling upon the Lord of the underworld, the Lord of the dead, I have become the Lord of the underworld, the Lord of the dead. I have sat upon the throne of the underworld, as Lord of the underworld and Lord of the dead. I have taken the Queen of the underworld, the Queen of the dead, as my wife and as my lover. But I am reborn in the image of Satan, as a living demon in the flesh. Dip forefinger of left hand in unholy anointing oil, draw inverted pentagram on forehead, then say, I am ordained as a priest of the Dark Lord and as an ambassador of his infernal empire. Invocation of the Lord of the earth. I call upon the Lord of the earth, the horned god of the earth. Pan, Bakshas, Dionysus, Kernanos, Hern, Lord of the earth, horned god of the earth, come forth and manifest thyself. Lord of the earth, I invoke thee. Lord of the earth, I summon thee. Lord of the earth, I conjure thee. Come forth, Lord of the earth, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Lord of the earth, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Lord of the earth, and manifest thyself. Invocation of the Queen of the earth. I have called upon the Lord of the earth, the horned god of the earth, and in calling upon the Lord of the earth I have become the horned god of the earth. I am Pan, I am Bakshas, I am Dionysus, I am Kernanos, I am Hern. I sit upon the throne of the infernal empire, as Lord of the living and the dead. I take the Queen of the earth also as my wife and as my lover. Ishtar, Inanna, Isis, Demeter, Ceres, Queen of the earth, goddess of pleasure and fertility, come forth and manifest thyself. Queen of the earth, I invoke thee. Queen of the earth, I summon thee. Queen of the earth, I conjure thee. Come forth, Queen of the earth, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Queen of the earth, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Queen of the earth, and manifest thyself. Attach thyself unto me as my wife and as my lover. Take me as thy husband and thy lover. Come forth, Queen of the earth, and manifest thyself. Notes. Once again, the female practitioner will have to adapt these rituals so that she becomes the Queen of the earth and takes the horned god as her husband and lover. Why will find that these rituals are easily adaptable to your particular situation. Where the male practitioner says, I have crossed the gates of hell and have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. The female practitioner will say something similar to, I have crossed the gates of hell and have become the goddess of darkness. I am Astaroth, I am Ishtar, I am Hela. The distinction between male and female entities need only be made, however, in the symbolic marriage to the forces of darkness, and the male practitioner should not fear calling both male and female beings into himself. As a spiritual being, the sorcerer is neither male nor female, only in the form which his physical body has taken his sex a consideration. Through transmigration of the soul, the sorcerer may choose incarnation in bodies of various races and sex. Many spirits and demons also choose to take male and female forms. For example, Astaroth, a male demon, is also Ishtar, a female demoness, originally the goddess of Babylon. The devil has been personified in art and in literature as an androgynous being, with both the breasts of a woman and the erect penis of a man. To attain union with the forces of darkness, the sorcerer will summon both male and female beings into himself. The marriage should be in the form of a male-female union, however, regardless of the practitioner Eurotm's sexual inclinations, since magical marriage follows a natural balance, yin-yang, anima-animus, which exists in the physical world. Crossing the planetary sphere's initial statement, I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan, I am Lucifer, I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. I shall now cross the planetary sphere, the 7 spheres above the earth. Invocation of Hecate. Hecate, I invoke thee. Hecate, I summon thee. Hecate, I conjure thee. Come forth, Hecate, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Hecate, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Hecate, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, heat Kate, and manifest thyself. Come forth, heat Kate, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the lunar sphere. Invocation of Thoth. Thoth, I invoke thee. Thought, I summon thee. Thought, I conjure thee. Come forth, Thought, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Thought, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Thought, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, Thought, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Thought, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the mercurial sphere. Invocation of Ishtar. Ishtar, I invoke thee. Ishtar, I summon thee. Ishtar, I conjure thee. Come forth, Ishtar, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Ishtar, come forth, Ishtar, open wide thy gate, open wide thy gate, come forth, Ishtar, come forth, Ishtar, drink from chalice, and manifest thyself. And manifest thyself. That I may cross, that I may ascend the planetary spheres. And manifest thyself. And manifest thyself. Then say, I have crossed the Venusian sphere. Invocation of Azael. Azael, I invoke thee. Azael, I summon thee. Azael, I conjure thee. Come forth, Azael, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Azael, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Azael, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, Azael, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Azael, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the solar sphere. Invocation of Abaddon. Abaddon, I invoke thee. Abaddon, I summon thee. Abaddon, I conjure thee. Come forth, Abaddon, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Abaddon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Abaddon, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, Abaddon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Abaddon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the Martian sphere. Invocation of Marduk. Marduk, I invoke thee. Marduk, I summon thee. Marduk, I conjure thee. Come forth, Marduk, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Marduk, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Marduk, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, Marduk, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Marduk, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the Jupiterian sphere. Invocation of Cronus. Cronus, I invoke thee. Cronus, I summon thee. Cronus, I conjure thee. Come forth, Cronus, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Cronus, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Cronus, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may ascend the planetary spheres. Come forth, Cronus, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Cronus, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the Saturnian sphere. Ritual of descent. Initial statement. I have crossed the planetary spheres, the 7 spheres above the earth. I walk amongst the Ozone and the Igigi, the unzoned ones and the wanderers from the wastes beyond the stars. I shall now perform the ritual of descent. I shall now descend to the realm of chaos. Invocation of Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal, I invoke thee. Ereshkigal, I summon thee. Ereshkigal, I conjure thee. Come forth, Ereshkigal, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Ereshkigal, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Ereshkigal, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Ereshkigal, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Azag-Thoth. Azag-Thoth, I invoke thee. Azag-Thoth, I summon thee. Azag-Thoth, I conjure thee. Come forth, Azag-Thoth, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Azag-Thoth, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Azag-Thoth, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Azag-Thoth, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Lilith. Lilith, I invoke thee. Lilith, I summon thee. Lilith, I conjure thee. Come forth, Lilith, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Lilith, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Lilith, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Lilith, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Niningisa. Niningisa, I invoke thee. Niningisa, I summon thee. Niningisa, I conjure thee. Come forth, Niningisa, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Niningisa, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Niningisa, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Niningisa, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Kingu. Kingu, I invoke thee. Kingu, I summon thee. Kingu, I conjure thee. Come forth, Kingu, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Kingu, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Kingu, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Kingu, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Italu. Italu, I invoke thee. Chalu, I summon thee. Chalu, I conjure thee. Come forth, Chalu, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Chalu, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Chalu, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Chalu, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Absu. Absu, I invoke thee. Absu, I summon thee. Absu, I conjure thee. Come forth, Absu, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Absu, and manifest thyself. Open wide thy gate that I may cross. Open wide thy gate that I may descend to the realm of chaos. Come forth, Absu, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Absu, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice. Invocation of Tiamat. I have performed the ritual of descent. I have descended to the realm of chaos. I have entered the realm of chaos. I approach the dragon of chaos, the Ancient One. Tiamat, Ancient One, Dragon of Chaos, Mother of all the gods and demons of hell, Mother of all the abominations of chaos. Most ancient goddess. Most ancient serpent. Goddess of darkness. Serpent of old. Tiamat, I invoke thee. Tiamat, I summon thee. Tiamat, I conjure thee. Awake. Arise. Come forth and manifest thyself. Come forth to receive this sacrifice. O Ancient One, I give you my body, my mind, and my soul. O Ancient One, I give you my flesh and my blood. O Ancient One, I give you my body and my spirit. O Ancient One, I give you my life and the lives of my daughters, N and N. O Ancient One, I give you my life and the lives of my children and my grandchildren, for all generations to come, so that I and my descendants after me shall forever serve thee, shall forever serve the forces of darkness. O Ancient One, I give you my seed, my progeny, and my family line, so that all those who come after me, who are of my flesh and my blood, shall serve thee, shall worship thee, shall glorify thee. O Ancient One, all that I have in this world I give unto thee, and all that I shall ever receive I promise unto thee. I vow myself unto thee. I pledge myself unto thee. I commit myself unto thee. I do this of my own free will and volition, demanding nothing in return. I place myself completely and totally in thy charge, O Ancient One. Tiamat, most ancient goddess, I give myself as a sacrifice unto thee, for it is you alone that I love. It is you alone that I desire. It is you alone that my heart longs for. O Ancient One, receive me as thy priest and thy servant. O Tiamat, receive me as thy husband and thy lover. O Ancient One, receive me as a sacrifice unto thee. O Ancient One, receive me as a sacrifice unto thee. Come forth, O Ancient One, to receive this sacrifice. Absu is the male dragon. Tiamat is the female dragon. In the realm of chaos they are as one. The sorcerer will give himself in marriage to Tiamat. The sorceress will give herself in marriage to Absu. In either case, the practitioner will attain union with the dragon of chaos, the Ancient One. Crossing the 9 spheres. Initial statement: I shall now cross the 9 spheres, the 9 angles between the worlds, and shall enter the 666th dimension. Invocation of Set. Set, I invoke thee. Set, I summon thee. Set, I conjure thee. Come forth, Set, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Set, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Set, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the first sphere, the first angle between the worlds. Invocation of T-Chort, I invoke thee. T-Chort, I summon thee. T-Chort, I conjure thee. Come forth, T-Chort, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, T-Chort, and manifest thyself. Come forth, T-Chort, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the second sphere, the second angle between the worlds. Invocation of Shiva, I invoke thee. Shiva, I summon thee. Shiva, I conjure thee. Come forth, Shiva, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Shiva, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Shiva, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the third sphere, the third angle between the worlds. Invocation of Kali, I invoke thee. Kali, I summon thee. Kali, I conjure thee. Come forth, Kali, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Kali, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Kali, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the fourth sphere, the fourth angle between the worlds. Invocation of Ahriman, I invoke thee. Ahriman, I summon thee. Ahriman, I conjure thee. Come forth, Ahriman, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Ahriman, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Ahriman, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the fifth sphere, the fifth angle between the worlds. Invocation of Gorgo, I invoke thee. Gorgo, I summon thee. Gorgo, I conjure thee. Come forth, Gorgo, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Gorgo, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Gorgo, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the sixth sphere, the sixth angle between the worlds. Invocation of Demogorgon, I invoke thee. Demogorgon, I summon thee. Demogorgon, I conjure thee. Come forth, Demogorgon, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Demogorgon, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Demogorgon, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the seventh sphere, the seventh angle between the worlds. Invocation of Shaitan, I invoke thee. Shaitan, I summon thee. Shaitan, I conjure thee. Come forth, Shaitan, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Shaitan, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Shaitan, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the eighth sphere, the eighth angle between the worlds. Invocation of Melektiaz, I invoke thee. Melektiaz, I summon thee. Melektiaz, I conjure thee. Come forth, Melektiaz, and manifest thyself within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, Melektiaz, and manifest thyself. Come forth, Melektiaz, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I have crossed the ninth sphere, the ninth angle between the worlds. Entering the 666th dimension, I have crossed the 9 spheres, the 9 angles between the worlds, and have entered the 666th dimension. I stand at the center of the universe and become a god upon the earth, a dark god upon the earth. The angelic or demonic keys. Traditionally, there are 9 orders of angels. The first and highest order is seraphim, the second is cherubim, the third is thrones, the fourth is dominions, the fifth is virtues, the sixth is powers, the seventh is principalities, the eighth is archangels, and the ninth is angels. These orders abide in the upper heavens, the lower heavens being the planetary spheres and fixed constellations. Within each order exist both superior and inferior spirits. The 18 keys are calls to the superior and inferior spirits in the 9 angelic orders. The first and second keys call the superior and inferior spirits in the order of angels. The third and fourth keys call the superior and inferior spirits in the order of archangels. The fifth and sixth keys call the superior and inferior spirits in the order of principalities, and so on. By reciting the keys, you will be, in effect, waging war on the heavens and making these spirits subject to your control. This is followed by the call of the 30 Ares. The Ares are spirits which preside over the divisions of the earth and heavens. The Ares exist beyond all that we comprehend as time and space and have, therefore, the power to change reality. By calling upon the Aeters, the magician may work directly upon the aeonic sphere itself. The magician who declares a law or speaks a word which changes the current aeon or brings about the creation of a new aeon, becomes a magus. The first key: I reign over you, saith the God of justice and power, exalted above the firmaments of wrath, in whose hands the sun is as a sword, and the moon as a two-thrusting fire, which measureth your garments in the midst of my vestures, and trust you together as the palms of my hands, whose seats I garnished with the fire of gathering and beautified your garments with admiration, to whom I made a law to govern the holy ones, and delivered you a rod with the ark of knowledge. Moreover you lifted up your voices and swore obedience and faith to him that liveth and triumpheth, whose beginning is not nor end cannot be, which shineth as a flame in the midst of your palace and rangeth amongst you as the balance of righteousness and truth. Move therefore, and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The second key: can the wings of the winds understand your voices of wonder? Ode you the second of the first, whom the burning flames have framed within the depths of my jaws, whom I have prepared as cups for a wedding, or as the flowers in their beauty for the chamber of righteousness. Stronger are your feet than the barren stone, and mightier are your voices than the manifold winds. For you are become a building such as is not but in the mind of the all-powerful. Arise, saith the first. Move therefore unto his servants. Show yourselves in power, and make me a strong seer of things, for I am of him that liveth forever. The third key: behold, saith your God, I am a circle on whose hands stand 12 kingdoms. 6 are the seats of living breath, the rest are as sharp sickles, or the horns of death, wherein the creatures of the earth are, and are not, except in mine own hand, which sleep and shall rise. In the first I made you stewards and placed you in the 12 seats of government, giving unto every one of you power successively over the 456 true ages of time, to the intent that, from your highest vessels in the corners of your governments, you might work my power, powering down the fires of life and increase continually on the earth. Thus you are become the skirts of justice and truth. In the name of the same, your God, lift up, I say, yourselves. Behold, his mercies flourish, and his name is become mighty amongst us. In whom we say, move, descend, and apply yourselves unto us as unto partakers of the secret wisdom of your creation. The fourth key: I have set my feet in the south, and have looked about me, saying, are not the thunders of increase numbered 33, which reign in the second angle, under whom I have placed 9,639, whom none hath yet numbered, but one, in whom the second beginning of things are and wax strong, which also successively are the numbers of time, and their powers are as the first 456. Arise, you sons of pleasure, and visit the earth, for I am the Lord your God, which is, and liveth. In the name of the Creator, move, and shew yourselves as pleasant deliverers, that you may praise him amongst the sons of men. The fifth key: the mighty sounds have entered into the third angle, and are become as olives in the olive mount, looking with gladness upon the earth, and dwelling in the brightness of the heavens as continual comforters, unto whom I fastened 19 pillars of gladness, and gave them vessels to water the earth with her creatures, and they are the brothers of the first and second, and the beginning of their own seats, which are garnished with 69,636 continually burning lamps, whose numbers are as the first, the ends, and the contents of time. Therefore come you and obey your creation, visit us in peace and comfort. Conclude us as receivers of your mysteries. For why? Our Lord and Master is all one. The sixth key: the spirits of the fourth angle are 9, mighty in the firmaments of waters, whom the first hath planted, a torment to the wicked and a garland to the righteous, giving unto them fiery darts to vend the earth, and 7,699 continually orgmen, whose courses visit with comfort the earth, and are in government and continuance as the second and the third. Wherefore hearken unto my voice. I have talked of you, and I move you in power and presence, whose works shall be a song of honor and the praise of your God in your creation. The seventh key: the east is a house of virgins singing praises amongst the flames of the first glory, wherein the Lord hath opened his mouth, and they are become 28 living dwellings, in whom the strength of men rejoiceth, and they are apparelled with ornaments of brightness, such as work wonders on all creatures, whose kingdoms and continuance are as the third and fourth strong towers and places of comfort, the seats of mercy and continuance. O ye servants of mercy, move, appear, sing praises unto the Creator, and be mighty amongst us. For to this remembrance is given power, and our strength waxeth strong in our Comforter. The eighth key: the midday of the first is as the third heaven, made of 26 hyacinth pillars, in whom the elders are become strong, which I have prepared for my own righteousness, saith the Lord, whose long continuance shall be as bucklers to the stooping dragons, and like unto the harvest of a widow. How many are there which remain in the glory of the earth, which are and shall not see death until this house fall and the dragons sink? Come away, for the thunders have spoken. Come away, For the crowns of the temple and the coat of him that is, was, and shall be crowned are divided. Come appear to the terror of the earth and to our comfort and to such as are prepared. The ninth key, a mighty guard of fire with two-edged swords flaming, which have 8 vials of wrath for 2 times and a half, whose wings are of wormwood, and of the marrow of salt, have settled their feet in the WA, and are measured with their 9,996 ministers. These gather up the moss of the earth as the rich man doth his treasure. Cursed are they whose iniquities they are. In their eyes are millstones greater than the earth, and from their mouths run seas of blood. Their heads are covered with diamond, and upon their heads are marble selves. Happy is he on whom they frown not. For why? The God of righteousness rejoiceth in them. Come away and not your vials, for the time is such as required comfort. The 10th key, the thunders of judgment and wrath are numbered and have burrowed in the north in the likeness of an oak, whose branches are 22 nests of lamentation and weeping laid up for the earth, which burn night and day and vomit out the heads of scorpions and live sulfur mingled with poison. These be the thunders that 5,678 times in the 24th part of a moment roar with 100 mighty earthquakes and 1,000th times as many surges, which rest not neither know at any time here. One rock bringeth forth 1,000, even as the heart of man doth his thoughts. Woe be to the earth, for her iniquity is, was, and shall be great. Come away, but not your mighty sounds. The 11th key, the mighty sea groaned, and there were 5 thunders which flew into the east, and the eagle spake and cried with a loud voice, Come away, and they gathered themselves together in the house of death, of whom it is measured, and it is as they are, whose number is 31. Come away, for I have prepared a place for you. Move therefore and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 12th key, O you that reign in the south and are the 28 lanterns of sorrow, bind up your girdles and visit us. Bring down your 663 trained, that the Lord may be magnified, whose name amongst you is wrath. Move, I say, and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 13th key, O you swords of the south, which have 42 eyes to stir up wrath of sin, making men drunken, which are empty, behold the promise of God and his power, which is called amongst you a bitter sting. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 14th key, O you sons of Fui and daughters of the just, which sit upon 24 seats, vexing all creatures of the earth with age, which have under you 1,636. Behold the voice of God, the promise of him which is called amongst you fury, or extreme justice. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 15th key, O thou the governor of the first flame, under whose wings are 6,739, which weave the earth with dryness, which knowest of the great name righteousness and the seal of honor. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 16th key, O thou second flame, the house of justice, which hast thy beginning in glory, and shalt comfort the just, which walkest on the earth with 876 feet that understand and separate creatures. Great art thou, and the God of stretch forth and conquer. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 17th key, O thou third flame, whose wings are thorns to stir up vexation, and hast 7,336 living lamps going before thee, whose God is wrath in anger. Gird up thy loins and hearken. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The 18th key, O thou mighty light and burning flame of comfort, which openest the glory of God to the center of the earth, in whom the 6,332 secrets of truth have their abiding, which is called in thy kingdom Ioye, and is not to be measured. Be thou a window of comfort unto me. Move and shew yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same, your God, the true worshipper of the highest. The call of the 30 years, O you, Lil, which dwell in the first era, are mighty in the parts of the earth, and execute the judgment of the highest. To you it is said, Behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth, and her unspeakable variety furnishing you with the power of understanding to dispose all things according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, The earth let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of her may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her course, let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of earth or men let them vex and weed out one another, and the dwelling places, let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp, let them be defaced. His buildings let them become caves for the beasts of the field. Confound her understanding with darkness. For why? It repenteth me I made man. One while let her be known, and another while a stranger. Because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise, the lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern. Cast down such as fall. Bring forth with those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number, add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth which he hath sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation, and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. The first era, Lil the 11th era, ICH the 21st era, ASP the 2nd era, ARN the 12th era, LOE the 22nd era, LIN the 3rd era, ZOM the 13th era, ZIM the 23rd era, TOR the 4th era, PAZ the 14th era, UDA the 24th era, NIA the 5th era, LIT the 15th era, OXO the 25th era, UTI the 6th era, MAZ the 16th era, LEA the 26th era, DES the 7th era, DEO the 17th era, DAN the 27th era, ZAA the 8th era, ZID the 18th era, ZEN the 28th era, BAG the 9th era, ZIP the 19th era, BOP the 29th era, RII the 10th era, ZAX the 20th era, CHR the 30th era, DX general invocation for calling any of the spirits. I call all the forces of darkness into myself, into this body, this temple which I have prepared and set apart to the Dark Lord. I call all the forces of darkness into myself, for I am the unholy of unholies. I am the abomination of abominations. I am the devil-born flesh upon the earth. I am the devil incarnate upon the earth. I have crossed the gates of hell and I have become the devil incarnate. I am Satan. I am Lucifer. I am Belial, and I am Leviathan. I call all the forces of darkness into myself. I call all the forces of darkness into myself. N. I invoke thee. N. I summon thee. N. I conjure thee. Come forth, N, and manifest thyself, W within this body, this temple which I have prepared. Come forth, N, and manifest thyself. Come forth, N, and manifest thyself. Drink from chalice, then say, I call all the forces of darkness into myself. I call all the forces of darkness into myself. The spirits which may be called. This is a listing of the spirits which I have invoked using this formula. Their names are derived from various sources should you wish to consult further works on mythology and demonology. Each name possesses a power in itself. It is not necessary for you to research a spirit before invoking it. There are countless other spirits which may be invoked and their names may be found in other books and grimoires. Abraxas the Loa Baron Samudi Maman Bridget Baron Cemetery E Baron Cross Nebo Dracula Ogan Morma Legion Dambala Vio Dukias Yuzu Bitru Gel Azazel Lamia Humwawa Boro Prometheus Chappelle The Cambians Thanatos Berith Cochronolas Iwas Kakadamans Baron Diana Catabalagans Rossier Aries Karosem Haza Perrier Oliver Lycanthrope Jr. Armaros Arquael Barakil Fumebush Pierre Lefu Carnivo Cockable Tier Nama Contellier Ezekiel Behemoth Erekiel Candelier Shamsiel Oil at Serial Belfagor Sabat Hongarandier Dollars Pierre Fort Axapat Pregier Kakos Lucas Me Bifrons The Glip Bif and Anamilak Bichard Mammon Bar Quest Thamas Bar Guhat Jen Bar Gura Martin at Batham The All Runes Bahaman Alu Demon Bachelor Nifthus Omainman Biles Afan Amduskis Bile Birth Aberer Miction Balan Loki An Erzil Mast Emma Baltazo Oyama An Berg Bafalmet Tiana Euro Timo Ansiduf Ian Lo W Ang Bayman Nebuard at Lila Hook Bearded Demon Ariak Zeeper Airbus Rakshasazern Boutrahu Nox Zapan Celine The Pago Eels The Fifth Alaknat Lunaziad Bas Mars Mitbling Zabulon Mandragoras The Fifth Erdelit Manan and Vealtis Malfaz Agathidman The Jinn of Heshu Damon The Ivronches Arimans The Ifrits Bukalas Tor The Titans All Enoch The Gukubu Alisar The Nephilim Alpil The Diaka Abikor Eblis Azazel Haris Diabolis Apepiti Uath Mitblin Kutli Ahi The Conference Drain Lechit Hunbel Avagers Ler Ia Morax Forecast Leonard Pluto Dramelek Nurgle Baladish I The Fifth as Sago Sami Gina Marbas The Fifth Oliver Aemon Barbados Gus Ion Citri Ligos Zeber Body Spot In Salos Person Ipis Aim Nabarius Colossi Lobalus Boon Ronov For News Gop For as Asmode Mantus Furfur Marchazius Stolos Phoenix Halfaz Rom Focaler Via Par Sabnop Shex The Fifth in Bitrons Uval Hyagent Tico Selbalam Alices Cameo Murmur Robles Grammary Ozami Oriax The Fifth Upulat Sagan Andres Hodors Adriofus Chimijas Decarabia Sayer Dantalian Andromelius Amduscus Molech Kraken Uron Imus Metzli Sabazios Coyote Mephistopheles Somnusum Will Haborim Yao Otsun Chimeres Midgard Ts Catlapoca Nihasati Mania Shamad Fenris Rimmun Bilebast Sayamet Iblis. Here endeth the demonic Bible map of the spheres. The Aeonic sphere, the Aeon of Lucifer, the Ayres 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. The 30 division of the earth and the heavens. The upper Havens seraphim, spirits of the order of seraphim cherubim, spirits of the order of cherubim thrones, spirits of the order of thrones dominions, spirits of the order of dominions virtues, spirits of the order of virtues powers, spirits of the order of powers principalities, spirits of the order of principalities archangels, spirits of the order of archangels angels, spirits of the order of angels the lobe WERHEAVENS the fixed stars zodiac the AZONEI and the IGIGGI 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. The 12 astrological divisions of the zodiac. The astral spheres Saturn, spirits of the Saturnian sphere Jupiter, spirits of the Jupiterian sphere Mars, spirits of the Martian sphere Sol, spirits of the solar sphere Venus, spirits of the Venusian sphere Mercury, spirits of the mercurial sphere Luna, spirits of the lunar sphere material world WATCHDOWERS. North, East, South, West, Bilio Lucifer Satan Leviathan elemental spheres. Air, Fire, WATER, elemental spirits, demons, jinn, and intelligences the locks of the abyss. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. The underworld Pluto, ANUBIS, Samhain, KUTHA spirits of the dead, ghosts, specters, banshees, poltergeists, etc. Chaotic spirits. ABOMINATION's Ancient One, Dragon of Chaos. The 9 angles. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.